Anyhow, we have to hear about only materialistic things because nobody is interested in chanting the holy name that Advaita Acharya pacified them. Just all it. Krishna will soon appear. Chant the holy name very nicely. Krishna will surely enjoy the pastimes with you. So Chaitanya Bhagavat, 7th chapter, 170 verse. Kadachit Shukava Pralhada Tomasavar Bhutya Paibe Se Prasada. Why your hands are up, Chaitanya Chandana Prabhu? Any doubts? Anything to say, Chandrapati Prabhu? All of you devotees will receive mercy that even Shukadeva Goswami, Prahlad Maharaj did not receive. Just see the powerful statement. Advaita Acharya is saying, you are going to receive such a wonderful mercy, which even Shukadeva Goswami did not receive. Prahlad Maharaj did not receive. Now, is it that they did not receive mercy? Sukadeva Goswami also received mercy. Prahlad Maharaj also received mercy. That is why Lord appeared to prove Prahlad Maharaj's words to be true. Satyavidhatum Nijabhuttavadhitam. Lord made him sit on his lap. Then why such statement has been given? Is it an exaggeration? Just to pacify the devotees? No. So here, mercy is at different stages. Like the mercy shown to Devaki and mercy shown to Yashoda has some difference. Lord appeared as a son of Devaki. Lord also appeared as a son of Yashoda, but only known to some few. At the same time, the childhood pastimes has been revealed to Yashoda. So there are different levels of mercy. The Lord showed his opulent Swarupa to Prahlad. Even Lord gave the knowledge to even Shukadeva Goswami. He has shown his opulence also, at the same time he has shown the sweetness also. But then again, to relish that sweetness, Shukadeva Goswami was not practically present. But somewhere it is there, yes, he is there as a parrot of Radharani, seeing all the pastimes. But then to take part in the pastime, that also requires mercy. That is why here the statement has been given. The pure servitorship of Krishna, there are no mixed or separate interests. Although the characteristics of both the absolute truth, Sri Krishna, and the ingredients of his enjoyment are qualitatively one, his multifarious energies manifest a variety of pastimes. In the philosophies of Shuddha Dvaita, purified dualism, Shuddha Dvaita, purified monism, Dvaita Dvaita, monism and dualism, Vishishta Dvaita, specific monism. So first is Madhva Sampradaya, then Rudra Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, then is Sri Sampradaya. The worship of Krishna is primarily stressed. Such non-dual considerations was also accepted by Advaita Acharya. In the Chaitanya Chandramrita, Vidandi Swami Srila Prabodhananda has stated that the devotees of Lord Gaura happily enjoyed on the splendid path of pure devotion service, which great sages like Vyasadeva could not thoroughly understand. Lord has given mercy on different levels. This is what we can understand from this. Now, mercy has been given to even Vyasa also, but in a different level. So now this cannot be understood with materialistic intelligence, which material intelligence has no power to enter, which Sukadeva Goswami could not reveal, and which merciful Lord Krishna never revealed to his devotees. So Gaur Sundar, so Gaura pastimes are the most merciful pastimes, which is even unknown to Sukadeva Goswami also. Shri Rupa Prabhu has stated in his Upadeshamrita 11 as follows: Yat prishter apyalam asulabham kim punarbhakti bhajan. So that which is very rarely attained even by great devotees is even more difficult for ordinary devotees to attain. Yat prishter api alab asulabham kim punarbhakti bhajan. So Lord's Leelas are very difficult to understand. It is difficult to be known also. Even great devotees, it is hidden by the great devotees also. It's not so easy. It's not so easily disclosed. So Vyasa, Sukadeva Goswami, they are all exalted personalities. Now Lord is hiding from them also. There are certain things because this is the most Gopaniya pastime. Lord himself is coming in a Channa Avatara, in the covered incarnation. That means his Leelas are also covered. Only known to only very, very few devotees. Shunyadvaitera Ati Amrita Vachana Paramananda Haribole Tigana. So when they heard Advaita Acharya's nectarian words, all devotees chanted Haribol, Haribol. That is the expression of happiness. Hariboli Bhaktagana Varaye Hunkara Shukhamaya Chittavutti Haila Sabara. So when the devotees were chanting Haribol, their hearts were filled with happiness. Shishu Sange Kridakore Shri Gaurasan Sundara Harikran Shuniyaya Balila Bhitara. So Gaur Sundar actually was playing with the children when he heard this Dhvani, Harinam, Dhvani, Haribol. He went inside the house. He was actually playing outside the house with the children. And from inside he is hearing Hari Dhvani. Then he comes inside. He karya aila bapa. Bole bhaktagane, Prabhu bole kamar dakila bole kene. The devotees asked, why you have come here? He said, why did you call me? It's like a Brahmin story. Brahmin calls, oh Hari, please come and take prasad, take the bhogas. Immediately Gaur Sundar appears. So now here Gaur Sundar is asking, why did you call me? Itta boli Prabhu Shishu Sange Dhana Hayaya Tathapi na jane kiha Prabhu Ramaya. So saying this, Lord again ran away with the children. Again, by his Maya Shakti, Yoga Maya Shakti, nobody could recognize him. Yavadhi Vishwarupa Haila Bahira Tadavadhi Prabhu Kichu Haila Shushthira. So when Vishwarupa left home, the Lord became somewhat more peaceful. I will say why he became very peaceful. Because you can go on speculating many things. Why he became peaceful? Before that, he was agitated also. Before that, he had been given a task to go and call Vishwarupa for eating. He used to not come. Then all the time he has to take the anxiety. Mother has called, please come, please come. So that work is now stopped. So he became a little peaceful. Niravadhi thake pita matar samipe dukkha pasharaye yena janani janake. So he always remained by the side of his father and mother so that they would feel some relief from their distress. Khela sambhariya prabhu yatna kari pade tiladhika pustaka chhadiya nahi nade. Now, just to give some confidence to his parents, he stopped playing and concentrated on his studies. He would not leave his books for even a moment. So if Lord desires to show the strict pastimes, it is up to him. If Lord wants to do some mischievous pastimes, again it's his will. Ekabara ye shukra pariya prabhuyaya arabara ladiya sabare tekai. So Lord mastered a sutra after reading it only once, and he was able to defeat all others in debating its meaning. So Vedanta sutras are small aphorisms, formulas. Anybody can give different meanings for them. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to defeat others. When they used to be some meaning, he used to defeat others. The word uladiya comes from the word, Hindi word, ulta. Ulta, uladiya. So somebody used to say some meaning, immediately he will do ulta, turn around, and then defeat them. Hikaya, put into danger or defeat. देखिया पूर्व बुद्धि सवे प्रश्न से सभी बोले धन्य पिता माता है न वंशे and intelligence. What a beautiful explanation is giving for the sutras. So everybody is to praise. Oh, glorious of the father and mother to have such a wonderful son. Generally, the children are very intelligent. The credit goes to the father and mother. And if children are very naughty or dull-headed or mischievous, then also the father and mother are to be blamed. Santosha Vahena Savi Jagannath Sthani Primita Tatal Nishye Hena Nandane. In satisfaction, people are very satisfied. They used to say to Jagannath Krishna, oh, you're so fortunate. Mishra, what fortune you have. You have such a wonderful son. You get such a nice son, you have a lot of fortune. Ye matam subhakti shishu nahi vibhuvane. Vibhuvane. In this three-planetary system, there is no one like him. Brahaspati jinina haire adhyayane. Actually, he will defeat even Brahaspati, who is a guru of the Devatas. Such an intelligence he has. Shuniye sarvartha apane vakane tana funky vakhanite nare konajane. Oh, he's so wonderful. He can explain the meaning of anything he hears just once. No one is able to defeat his reasoning. So, Fanki is a corruption of the Sanskrit word ika, which means finding faults in the conclusion, creating doubt, and again re-establishing the original conclusion, shrewd argument or cleverly. So he used to defeat others and argue with them. He can even change the meaning of anything. That was the intelligence he had. Shunina putrera guna janani harisha mishra punhachitte. So when Mother Sachi used to hear the praise of her son, she used to be very happy. Everyone likes to hear the praise of their sons, son or daughter. While Jagannath Mishra again became greatly morose at heart. Your mother is very happy to hear the praise. Generally, mothers, they like to hear the praise of the children. If nobody is praising, they themselves will praise the children. That's the nature of the mother. They like to hear the praise. If somebody is not praising, then they will only start praising and thus create enviousness in others' heart. That is why it is very important. One should not praise one's own children too much. And if you praise, what will happen? The others will feel that enviousness. And here, father, even after hearing the praise, he's lamenting again. He's not so happy because he has a fear. This son also will not remain in the house. Sachi prati bole Jagannatha Mishra vara eho putra na rahibe samsara bhitara. Then he's telling to Sachi Mata. Was somewhere in the heart he feels. He's a knowledgeable person. He feels. All these praises are also Shadabhangur only. For some time we are going to hear such praises. After that, this son also will go away. That means the material happiness is only for some time. This also goes away. Now, praises of Lord is not material, but the Leela which was exhibited was a learning Leela, Panditya Leela. There people were not knowing that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And here Jagannath also doesn't know. Jagannath Mishra, Sachi Mata, they also don't know that their son is Lord himself. So praising Lord is wonderful, But here the knowledge was not there. So he took it on a material platform. Anyhow, all these things are only temporary. Such happiness is only temporary. Praises of the children, all these things are only temporary. One day, this person also will leave and go. Actually, this is the state of everyone. We think, oh, our children are doing so nice. We just try to praise them and all these things. But after that, even the children also leave and go. And this seems to be a leela, but actually this is the fact which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving. This is the truth of the life. The truth of the life is to whom we are more attached to. That thing becomes the object of our misery. If we are attached to hearing the praises of our children, then that same thing becomes the object of our misery. If we like to hear one's own praise, the same thing again becomes the object of our misery. Yahi mata Vishwarupa padi sarva shastra janila samsara satya nahi tila matra. Vishwarup studied all the scriptures and understood the temporary nature of the world. Now, is it that after hearing the scriptures, studying the scriptures only, understood the temporary nature of this world? This is again a Bhauma Leela. Seems to. But then Vishwarupa, who is the one who has created the whole world, is God, generator, operator, destroyer. Is it that only after reading the scriptures he has known the temporary nature of the world, where he himself has declared Ashashvatam Dukkhalayam in the Bhagavad Gita? So when such lines are written, we should always understand they are just to show the Abhauma Leela. If we show he is God, then that Bhauma Leela ends. He appears like a small child. He reads the Shastra. Then if he says, oh, he is God, why he should read the Shastra? Shastras emanate from him only. Then why do the Leela then? When Lord appears in a Channa Avatara or a covered incarnation, then we should also relish the statements which has been given. Sarva Shastra Marmajani Vishwarupa Dhira Anitya Samsara Haita Haite Haila Bahira. So now, after learning the essence of the scriptures, the sober-minded Vishwarupa gave up transitory material life. Now even Vishwarupa, now here Vishwarupa's talk is going on. Even Vishwarupa has been specified that he is Mahasankarshan. From Mahasankarshan, 3 Purusha avatars have come. So he knows the nature, but still just a Bhauma after reading, he got the knowledge that this is a temporary world. He left it everything. So now our also son, this another boy, second son, Vishwambhara, he is also reading the scriptures. Now he will also understand the nature of this material world. He will also leave home. This was the concern of Jagannath Mishra. Eko yadi sarva shastre haive jana jnanavana chadiya samsara sukha karibe payana. Now even if this boy becomes well versed in the scriptures, that is why generally parents, they don't want to make the children read the Shastras. Because if they read the Shastras, they will understand the nature of this world. And if they understand the nature of the world, naturally, they will renounce. So that is a fear. That is a fear of many of the parents. They don't bring the children also to the temple. They think that if they get association of the devotees, they will not like to have our association. Once it so happened, Gita distribution stall was there. And we were standing in the Tana station. One boy comes along with his friend. And he was about to take Bhagavad Gita just to see first. His friend just slapped in his hand. Gave a slap. Told him, हाथ मत लगाओ. अरे हाथ लगाओगे तो जिंदगी बदल जाएगा. I was just thinking, what a firm conviction. Even that much conviction devotee doesn't have. Just see the firm conviction this boy has that if you touch Bhagavad Gita, naturally your life is going to change. That is what is given here. Anyone who reads the scriptures, his life is going to change. He can understand the nature of the world. Then slowly, he will understand that whatever he is doing, all these material activities, is just Vyartha. Then he will try to search Swartha. Swartha Gatim hi Vishnu. Nahi Vidu Swartha Gatim hi Vishnu. If a person doesn't know that one Swartha is Krishna's Gati, and getting the Gati means getting the goal of life is to attain Krishna Prema, then he is not actually understanding the word Swartha also. So the word Payana is a corruption of the word Prayana. Prayana means depart, go, journey. Prayana Samaye Kafavata Pittai Kantavarodana Vadu Smaranam Taste. The word Prayana comes there. So when the time goes to leave the body, that is the time we have to chant the holy name. Here Payana refers to, it is the corruption of this word Prayana. This boy also will go away. Yai putra savedui janera jivana. Ihare na dekhile dui janera marana. Now this son is our life and soul. Naturally, the younger children are more dear. Parents love everyone, but they have a special love for smaller children. They are more concerned for them. So now if you don't see him, we both will die. At least when Vishwarupa went, Vishwambhara was a console for them. If Vishwambhara also goes, then what will happen? Then both of us are going to join, are going to die. Atevai harapadiya karyanai murkahana ghare mura rahuka nimani. So what we'll do is, now he's thinking, let us not send Nimai for studies. Let him remain at home as a fool. This is the state of the parents now. They are sending to the school, but actually that school is a fool's paradise. Prabhupada says fool's paradise. The ordinary schools, colleges, and we take a pride. You know, my child is going to go to the West and study, going to US and study. Is nothing but making the children go to fool's paradise. Why? My son wants, my daughter wants. And same thing here. He says, let the child be at home. That is also the similar. At home means no knowledge. Real knowledge refers to giving knowledge about Krishna. But we are not interested. We are ready to give up everything for the sake of sending our children to those type of studies where they are remaining away from Krishna. And children and parents take pride out of it. Where is my daughter? She's studying. She's doing MS in US. Why am I taking so much big loan? Why am I selling everything? So that my son goes and does MS. That means just see, daw pe lagana, apni jeevan ko daw pe lagana. This is known as fool's paradise. And not only the children are going in the fool's paradise, the consciousness of the parents are also going in the fool's paradise. Now here the example is given of Jagannath Mishra. He says, let the son be at home. He should not read the Shastras at all. If he reads the Shastras, Nimai will leave us and go. Sachi bole murka hela jive ka kaimana. Murkhere ka kanyao nadi be kona jane. Oh, how will he survive if he remains a fool? And which father will give the daughter to a fool? Now mother's concern is there. Jiveka means how is he continue to live? So in those days, just see, people used to give their daughters only to intelligent people. And intelligence remains in understanding our scriptures. People used to give the daughters to such knowledgeable people. Nowadays, the daughters are also fools. Boy is also fool. Parents are also fools. So that is why Prabhupada says, this is a fool's paradise. Very nice word. Prabhupada only gets like these terms. Mishra bole tumita abhoda viprashuta hartakarta bharta Krishna savara rakshita. Mishra replied, you are the ignorant daughter of a Brahmana. Lord Krishna is a doer, the controller, maintainer, protector of all living entities. See, you are so ignorant, you don't understand that Lord is a doer. He maintains everything. So he will maintain our son. Jagata poshana kare jagatera natha panditye poshaye keba kahila tomata. Now see, this is another one great philosophy. Lord maintains entire universe. Who told you good education can maintain one? Sometimes you think, oh, my son, if he gets this degree, he will get lot of salary. It's our illusion. It is our illusion. We can see in Ukraine war what happened. People had sent their daughters, sons to go and study MBBS there. What happened? They are now nowhere seen now. So it is our illusion. We'll spend this much, then my son will do. In this illusion, our life goes. One bomb enough, everything goes away. We leave our country and we are having so much of faith in other countries, other education. Even in your country, we think that if we get good education, that is going to maintain us. Whatever is there in the Bhagya, that only a person can get. If misery is only written in his Bhagya, he is going to get misery. Again, misery is also not a permanent situation. So this is our plans. Man can plan. Man proposes, God disposes. We should always understand this. So many plans we do. Instead of being more Krishna conscious, we plan so many materialistic things. That is again our problem. Kiba murkha ki pandita yaharat ekhane kanya likhiya che Krishna se apane. So even a fool gets married. Whether one is a fool or a scholar, he will marry whichever girl Krishna has sanctioned for him. It's all wonderful things. Panditya language now. Jagannath Mishra is speaking. Then somebody can question him also. Whether you send him to the school, whether you keep him in the house, if in his Bhagya Sannyas is written, what a person can do? Kula Vidyadi Upalakshana Sakala Savare Poshaye Krishna Krishna Sarvabala. Education, birth, and other qualities are only superficial. Krishna alone is a maintainer and strength of all. The word Upalakshana refers to that which reveals the propensity of an object, not the primary propensity of an object, but rather the secondary quality. So this is the secondary quality. That means education, birth, other qualities, they are only secondary. Seems to be that these are the qualities which is attracting people. No, it is Krishna who is the strength, who is the maintainer. Sakshate yaikene na dekha amate padiyao amare ghare ke naye nahi bhata. This can be directly seen in my life. Although I am educated, I am nevertheless poor. He's saying his own case. Even though I am educated, but I am poor. So it is not necessary that a person, when he studies only, he gets money. If it is there in his Bhagya, he can be a dull-headed, illiterate person also. We may have a lot of power, lot of money. We are seeing also. There are so many villagers who have sold their land and they have big, big bungalows and they have a lot of money. And there is an IIT professor, a medical student, who is going and working, and that also he has a fear of losing the job if he doesn't show his capacity. So happiness is not dependent on your education. First understand this. One should understand happiness is not dependent on our education. In fact, by this education, we are going to lose even what we are having. People spend like anything to make the boy study. But in fact, in his Bhagya, even Ayu is not there. What is the use of giving so much of education? Leave aside, even good work is not there. What is the use of giving so much of education? Whatever is there, that is also lost. So that is why we should be very careful when we are spending. And the wrong notion that if we spend this much, then only my son will be or daughter will be very educated, he can earn so much. No. Bird in hand, something is there, one proverb is there. is better than two in the bush. Dreams. There are so many dreams. People get nice appointment even in India. Leaving that, they go to foreign countries, thinking that in foreign countries they will get so many things. But people suffer. You ask only some people who are going there. Few people you should go and actually check whether they are really happy. Money only doesn't give happiness. They may earn more. But again, there are so many things which decides one's happiness in material life. So here very clearly it has been stated that even I am educated, but I am not having money. Bhalamate, bhalamate, varna uccharito, uccharityo ye nare sahasra pandita gya dekhatare dware. Some may not be even able to recite the alphabet, yet he has thousands of scholars at his doorstep. Money can purchase anyone. Ateva vidyadi na kare poshana, Krishna says avara kare poshana palana. So it is not that the good education maintains one, it's only Krishna who maintains everyone. Anas yasena maranam vina dainyena jivanam anaradito govinda charanasya katham bhavet. So one who has not worshipped Krishna, how is it possible for him to live in comfort and die in peace? Anaradita. If a person is not worshipping Krishna, what is the use? Anayase marana jivana dainya vine Krishne sevile sehaya nahe vidyadhane. So he should just live by serving Krishna. If one wants to live without poverty and die peacefully, he should just worship Krishna. Education and wealth is not going to help anyone. Krishna kripa vine nahe dukkhera mochana thakilana vidya kula koti koti dhana. So without mercy of Krishna, nothing can be, no distress can be mitigated. Even if he has high education, good birth, good wealth, nothing is going to happen. That is why Krishna bhakti is more important. So parents should be little sensible. One should not waste their money in giving material education. Instead of that, keep that money in giving spiritual consciousness to your children. Even if the children are fools, don't waste your money. People they sell themselves also. Parents sell themselves also, so that our children should get some big degrees. Give Krishna consciousness. See, verses just doesn't come like this. When verses come, understand Vyasa, Vrindavan Das Thakur, is indicating us that don't spend so much in giving material education to the children. Instead, give Krishna consciousness, that is more important. Yaragrahe achaye tamam pabhoga tare Krishna diya chena kona maharoga. One may have luxurious items for enjoyment in his house, yet by the arrangement of the Lord, he may be suffering from disease. Now see, this also can happen. He may have everything. He may have a big house, everything. But he may be suffering with a cancer. What to do? Kichu vilasite nare dukhe pudi mare yara nahi taha haite dukhi bali tare. So such a person cannot enjoy a thing. He's only going to burn in misery. So that person is more miserable than one who does not possess anything. There may be a lot of money in the house, but all that money is just going in the treatment of people. A person may be miserable. He may be so much miserable. He doesn't have a good health. So where is that money going? Only in the doctors, hospitals. On the contrary, there is a person who doesn't have anything, but his health is also good. That person is more wonderful. Eteka, we'll do more 5 verses. Eteka janiha thakilayo kichunaya yare yena krishnaya pya sehi hatyahaya. Know for certain that one may possess great opulence, but unless Krishna permits, he cannot enjoy. Etekena kara chinta putrapati tumi Krishna pushibena putra kahilana ami. Do not worry about your son. I ensure, I assure that Krishna will maintain him. Yavata Sharira Prana Achaya Amara Tavata Tileka Dukha Nahika Uhara. As long as I am alive, I will not allow my son to suffer. Amasavara Krishna Chena Rakshita Kipa Chinta Tumi Ara Mata Pativrata. So we have our Krishna as our protector, and you are a good mother and a chaste wife. So why are you worrying? Padiya nahi karya balilo tomara murka hai putra mora rahu matra ghare. So better we don't send him to study. Let him sit at home. Let him remain uneducated. Etabali putrera dakila mishravara mishnavore shunabapa amara uttara. So saying this, Jagannath Mishra told his son, listen, my dear son, आजी नाहीते आर पाठ नाही का तुम्हारा इहाते अन्यथा कर शपथ अमारा. From today on, I want you to give up your studies. I forbid you to continue. See, this should be taken. This step to be taken by the parents also. One should not give material education to the children. So giving material education means just waste of time and money. ये तुम्हारा इच्छा भाप ताई दीपामी ग्रहे वसी परम मंगले ठाक तुम्ही. So my dear son, I will give you whatever you desire. Stay comfortably at home. Yetabali Mishra Chadilena Karyantar Padite na Paya Ara Prabhu Vishwambhara. So in this way, Jagannath Mishra went to attend his duties, and Lord Vishwambhara refrained from further studies. When such decision is taken for Lord himself, then we think, no, what my son will say, I will just sell my house and I will see that my son is getting a higher education. What is the guarantee your son is going to earn after that? Whatever you're earning also, whatever you have also, you're losing. And on top of that, we think that this is going to give us happiness. It's not going to give any happiness. So this is all the lesson or indication which Lord wants to give. Hare Krishna. So from tomorrow onwards, Vaishnav Gaur Prabhu will be taking the sessions. So everybody should, everybody should be attending, because these are all the wonderful sections which is going on. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Any doubts? Doubt master is not there. Where doubts will come. Okay, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here.